Hey, what's up everybody? We're back for more Mechabellum Free-For-All. Before we dive in, you might have noticed I've moved on from Mechabellum 1 versus 1. I used to absolutely love the layers of strategy in Mechabellum, but unfortunately the unit cards have taken away most of that and replaced it with randomness. I was able to climb the MMR ladder pretty well, but I found that it was because I was taking the optimal unit card choices instead of actually implementing a strategy that I had in mind. I just needed to keep my build open and as flexible as possible, and that didn't really allow me to form a deterministic playstyle. For me, that randomness just doesn't provide a satisfying competitive experience. Fortunately, there's two new strategy games on the horizon that both look like they'll scratch that itch in very different ways. So looking forward to those. Those will be very soon. But in the meantime, let's have some more fun with Mechabellum Free-For-All, which is still a great experience. So I've dug into this a bit more. I've been pretty busy lately. Wife and I have traveled back to the United States, so been seeing the sites there. And admittedly, the Dark and Darker free-to-play finally hooked me. And oh my God, Dark and Darker is so much fun. So that being said, I've kind of been shopping around for games. And I'm not sure what I want to do with this channel. Like, if I make it a variety channel, then I'm pretty much committed to a very difficult climb in terms of YouTube, I guess, if that makes sense. Variety channels don't tend to do well in YouTube, but at the same time, variety is the kind of content that I enjoy. I'm kind of, ADHD brain in terms of what games I enjoy these days. But again, I'm hoping one of those two RTSs coming out soon will hook me in a way that StarCraft previously did 10 years ago. So fingers crossed. All right, getting into this game. Giant Specialist is just fantastic for free-for-all, I think. We're going to go with that. And we have a versatile opening already. We're really not playing to beat other players at the start. We're playing to beat whatever AI comes out because our income is proportional to that. And as it is with free-for-all, we're looking for meme opportunities above all else. Let's see here. So for this, the arc lights are huge. We're going to put our phoenixes way back. And we're not going to go hard into carry arc light, but we might give them the opportunity to level up. We might get a range enhancement pretty quickly. So right now we just need shaft to keep. Actually, let's do this. Let's split off. Let's not do anything center. And then we need some shaft. So I like crawlers better here. Just a little bit forward from the phoenixes. And I think that's, no, these arc lights may be a little bit further back. It's not like I have to worry about a player coming in and sniping the tower or anything. Just putting storm colors up front or any shenanigans like that. All right, that looks good. Let's see what our opponents are doing. Now, storm colors and arc lights. A whole bunch of steel balls all on one side. He's at some point definitely going to grief that guy on the right. Steel balls in the center. I mean, for this deployment, that's a decent choice, but for the next deployment, I'm not so sure. One thing that's interesting that I've noticed about free-for-all is you don't want to get ahead too early, otherwise the AI just kind of picks on you for like 5 straight rounds. There's actually some strategy to letting yourself fall a bit behind. We did get one arc light snipe there, so that's a bit unfortunate. We'll still clean up most of this, but I think we're going to lose to the AI for this first round. Oh, nope, we're barely going to take it. And we're really going to be keeping an eye out for things like Rhino drop that we can put in the center just for free points there. We're going to get one supply ship. It's better than nothing. And he's got no anti-air, so we're going to clean that up too. But I don't think we get any extra money for killing opponents' units. Only for supply ships and AI units. Yeah, we got some shoot up there. I was actually thinking we might get lucky and just get a very long cleanup with these two phoenixes, but blue had other ideas. All right, let's see what we're up against first. Almost all on the left side. Could just build something that'll clean that up. The fortress, we don't need the unlock. That's the thing. We don't get full value if we sell that rhino. Otherwise, I would say buy that and sell the rhino right away. Leveled up sledgehammers are pretty good. Let's do that. Since it's free. And then maybe just one more round of chaff before we switch into air. No. Let's go ahead and get an overlord started. There's not a lot of anti-air there, so the overlord's going to get a lot of experience here. And then this right side, yeah, I don't think we really need to worry about this right side. Actually, no, let's do this a different way, just to make sure. Because otherwise, that Typhoon does clean up our Phoenixes pretty easily. And then, do we want to save this? Can't decide if we want to bank this or not. Now, let's get one more pack of crawlers. We might later on go into melting point with crawler spawning. So upgrades on the crawlers would pay off later on. Maybe a bit more forward just to make sure that Arclight doesn't die. And I've switched out the Overlord. We now have Mothership if we need it. I don't like Mothership in 1v1, but absolutely fantastic in free-for-all. Yeah, it looks like we're going to get good cleanup on both sides. These steel balls are going to get a little closer than I'd like, though. We don't have any more ground to soak them. We are going to lose that command center. Just barely. Oof. Oofers. Fortunately, we got Orange coming in here to save the day. So even though we lost that command center, we're not actually going to be taking any hits from the AI's Typhoons. And thanks, Orange. That's great. That works out perfectly. What a pal. What a pal. So yeah, that's funny, because I think the Typhoons would have actually cleaned up our Overlord there. Probably all of our air over there. But instead, we're able to actually just kind of mosey on along, and we're going to actually... He didn't notice it. We're gonna actually get the round because of that. I'll take it. Unfortunately, that does put the target on our backs here from the AI. Laser sights gonna be great on the Overlord. Let's do that just to get it started, trying to carry the game a bit. I mean, this thing is it's experimental, so it's only got 40 seconds, and then after that it starts losing health. But the big thing is that Mustang production. That Mustang production and these starting Mustangs means I don't know what we do. I think I guess I'll die. Insert me in here. Let's just go ahead and, we took a bit of a lead, and that's okay. This is an opportunity for us to just continue leveling up some Overlords. And this is kind of getting to that point where we don't have to feel obligated to add 2 units every round. So let's not. I definitely think an air strat is looking the most viable right now until I see other people getting some anti-air out. So for now, we'll just focus on leveling up our air as much as we can. Keeping melting point in the back of our minds, because I do really still like the idea of switching into melting point, and it synergizes pretty well with Overlords. Overlord has the splash damage covered, and then melting point has the single target covered. But this round, I mean, it's only a level 1 experimental Scorpion, but it's, yeah, we'll see. I think if I had enough to get Overlord artillery, we'd be in a much better spot. Yeah, they're going to get that tower, and then after that, it's going to be all downhill from there. Ugh, so much damage. And that's okay. Hopefully someone else takes the mantle. But yeah, that's what I was talking about how there's a little bit of strategy to not winning for a bit. Because if we hadn't had just this absolute cluster coming at us, we would have gotten more money from this round by way of being able to maybe get a couple supply ships, you know, that kind of thing. So it's almost like it's better to be in second for a long time and then steal first at the end. Maybe that's more strategy than Mechabellum free-for-all deserves, but that's kind of how I'm thinking about it. Right now, I guess no, because this thing's just constantly summoning most things. I think the AI wins this round. I might be ready to call it. We'll see. I mean, I guess there's a fortress in there, but one shot from the scorpion will clean that up. Oh, okay. It doesn't have a range upgrade. That's why it just kind of moved in and died. Well, all right. Good job, AI. Still, the AI wins it. That's one way to play. So that unfortunately means we're getting Shrek'd again. Fortified Overlord is great. Summon Wraith at this point. Oh, Summon Wraith is still viable. We could just spawn a Wraith in the center and grab that supply, but Fortified Overlord is just so good. Okay. What else? Tempted to get an Overlord upgrade this round. Yeah, let's do the upgrade. There's nothing big coming our way, so this is a round, especially with all these hackers, this is a round we have a very good chance of taking. So let's get an Overlord just to keep the numbers growing. Let's go ahead and get Overlord artillery so that they can start really leveling up. And then we want to keep the Phoenixes leveling too, because they will be great support for the Overlords later on in the game. All right. Well, as long as either we win or the AI wins. Looking pretty favorable, right? Oh. Now he's decided he's done helping me. That rhino will definitely be a problem. I think we're going to... I think we're going to have some trouble on our hands because he's sneaking way behind here. So we're not going to have our Phoenix split off or anything. We're going to clean up all of the AI, so the timing on this is going to be fine in terms of at least us getting points from the AI. But it does mean we're not going to clean up the round, I think. Kind of an interesting path he took. Oh. With Overlord Cannon, we might be okay. Oh, beautiful. Because we had time to clean up that AI, actually that pathing was a little bit too cautious on his part. If he had routed in from around here, then he would have gotten the command center. But instead, this might be another round going to us. Let's see. Oh, it depends on how many of those die. Okay, no, I think we're okay still. Especially since this Overlord has laser sights. I think we're okay. That Arclight is going to clean up a tower. That timing could be rough, but where'd the rest of those wasps go? They died. They died to my Overlord. Okay, we're good. That one marksman I don't think will be enough. Gonna plink away and die. Okay. And now the Overlord just gets to have some fun. Good stuff. All right, so now how petty are we feeling is the question. And the answer is probably always very. All right, first off, it's hard to pass up free hackers. I feel like hackers are just good, always. Ew, never mind, ew. For this round, hackers are terrible, and they're not going to level, and if they're unleveled, then they're just always terrible. Let's take the Typhoon. That helps us clean up those crawlers that are going to be coming out from those. And then here's where we get nice and petty. So, I don't even care if it throws the game. It's just, these kinds of rivalries I feel like are what free-for-all is for. So we're going to do that, and that'll throw our tower, and that's fine. Now, I think more Overlords is the play here versus getting another upgrade. 2 more overlords is going to really give us a lot of oomph versus the AI here. And we've got to make sure that income continues. We're not too spread out, so if a nuke comes out, we're going to be losing a lot. But as these overlords level up, eventually they'll be able to withstand a nuke. What else? The melting point's a bit of a problem. We don't yet have range on the overlords, otherwise we could outrange it. That is a bit of a concern. But that's okay. If we win every other round, that's still going to keep us ahead. All right, that looks good on positioning. We'll see if he routes to us again. He's got 0 points, so this is like as petty as it can get. This has no strategic value. It's just kind of a big old middle finger to him. And I don't mind that. And the funny thing is with this beacon, like maybe if I pathed it a little further out, they're going to keep moving and firing. So you can even still get some value out of them that way. But the way I'm doing it right now, it's kind of just goofing. And that's fine too. Man, Overlord Artillery is just great. Like, yeah, we're going to trade with that melting point there, but the fact that it almost one-taps a level 1 giant unit is just nuts. And we're even getting some of his AI points. Oh, that's fantastic. So that actually worked out fine. We're getting like an extra 60 or 70 supply from killing his AI units. We've got arc lights shooting up, so that means range is a must next turn so that our Overlord Artillery can start hitting those arc lights. He's going into carry arc light, which doesn't really hold up against Overlords. Like it can, but he really needs a significant level advantage. And if we really want to mess that up, we can get fortresses with shielded bang spawns, and then those just soak up arc light fire all day long. But I don't even think that's going to be necessary. We'd be more likely to just get Mothership with shielded wasps. We'll see. We're keeping our options open. Range is a must though next turn. Oh, good lord. That's just terrible. All right, so this round's going to be a throwaway. Oh, that one's actually going to path out to... We'll see. I think that beacon's going to still make it path into us. We'll see. But this round is definitely not us. All right, so a lot of Overlord upgrades, which is great, but that does mean our supply is going to be a little scarce here. I think we have to get range enhancement this round, or we're just going to start dying to those carry arc lights. It's only a matter of time. But then that means we can't drop any more Overlords this round. Let's do that. And then we're getting to the point now we need to start getting our upgrades, so let's do that too. And then we can upgrade one Phoenix. Eventually, it might be nice to get range on the Phoenixes so that they don't start getting... they're going to now close further in, and they're going to die because they'll be in front of the Overlords. Yeah. We'll do that, and then we'll probably get range on the Phoenixes so that they can continue to support the Overlords. Alright, that's all we can do here. We absolutely had to get range on those Overlords, so our numbers aren't going to grow, which means a little bit less powerful if we do go Mothership. Because with Mothership, you really don't care about the Overlord levels. You just care about how many Overlords you have. We'll see. If we can clean up all this front line before the Vulcans arrive, we'll be okay. And we're not quite going to do it. Does the Vulcan have any shoot up? Anti-aircraft ammunition. Yeah. God, experimental units are nuts. A Vulcan that can shoot up. That is tragic. I mean, we're chunking it pretty hard still thanks to Overlord Artillery, but we're going to lose at least half of our fleet here. Ugh. Just disgusting. And it's spawning wasps. There's just all sorts of things wrong with it. Oh, and we don't get any extra supply from killing it. Yeah, that's just there as a comeback mechanic. It's there to just kind of equalize the player who's far ahead. Because it doesn't even give you any supply if you do manage to take it down. Brutal. Well, all right. The good news is we're still getting levels on these Overlords. So that's still a thing. And his carrier arc lights are actually pathing up to this level 4 war factory. So I don't think we're going to win this, but yeah, we're going to be able to soak up a lot of hits here. We're going to be able to do quite a bit here still. And it just depends. Yeah, that war factory is not going to kill those arc lights. Okay, so yeah, our arc light player is going to take it, I think. And that's really making me think fortress with Oh, he didn't take it. Okay, well, as long as he's not taking it, I'm not going to build to counter him. If he starts taking rounds, then we need to really start worrying about building to counter him. Level 8 hacker. Now that is tempting. That can get a lot of work done. Let's do that. And immediately we have to get range on the hacker, otherwise it's useless. And more levels. All right. And I mean, if it weren't for oh god, this is even worse than the experimental Vulcans. And there's summoning fangs. Ugh. Yeah, it's that is, there's no way around it. That's just a comeback mechanic. It's the way it's kind of implemented makes it look different than a comeback mechanic because it's targeting the top player instead of boosting the lower players, but still it's a comeback mechanic for sure. This is no different than a blue turtle shell in Mario Kart. It's just as strong. All right, so I think we're preparing for the next few rounds versus, I think it's 10 rounds max. So we're just trying to actually maybe hold our lead, which we're doing pretty well at so far. It's almost advantageous for us to not kill the AI so that the AI clean sweeps the board. That's funny. All right, well, we don't have a lot of, we only have 3 rounds left. So maybe we're doing that. We're just trying to hold our 2,050 point lead. And with that, I think we just then take a range upgrade. Oh, he's back. Oh my god. 4 melting points and a Phoenix. He's just, he has a long memory. It was like 3 rounds between the time that I attacked him previously. The pathing here is also still not, it's still too conservative. He's going to path to behind my command center, which is great in the sense that it's not going to pull aggro, but it's going to be real slow. I'm going to get time to clean up so much of these AI units. Oh, and my Overlord range is really paying off there. Wait, did he just miss all those shots on that Phoenix? There we go. Nearly lost that command center. But yeah, like look at this. It's going to allow this Overlord to just plink away at these melting points. They actually might just come up empty. They might, oh, there we go, just barely got in the range of the command center in time. This is still a great round for us. Went much better than I planned on. Like we get a couple hacks here from the hacker, and those carry arc lights can't do much. Oof. It's going to be the carry arc lights this round. Wait a minute. What's this? Is that more AI? That's not blue, is it? Blue's not going that heavy into steel balls, is he? That's blue! Coming out of nowhere. Yeah, that is, if they don't have electromagnetic shot, steel balls with the split, whatever it's called, it's a pretty decent counter. Alright, we got lots of upgrades to spend our money on. And, I mean, he deployed 4 freaking melting points in this position. There's no way he's not just beaconing us again and again now. I guess we just slow him down. Like, we literally can just put a missile there to slow him down a bit. What else? Upgrade on the hacker's great. And we're going to do one of these. I'd love to hack some of those melting points, actually, but I don't think a level 1 hacker... They're level 2 melting points. A level 1 hacker's not quite going to do it. And he's got a Phoenix that's going to be with him, too. Okay, so yeah, that's not a possibility. I'm not sure what else we do here. You know what? We just need a little bit of soak right now. We are actually a little too light on units right now, I feel like. Let's put these a little further back. It's weird because our overlords are leveling up so fast that our economy is incredibly tight. All right. We'll see what that does. Oh, good lord. I didn't notice those. I wasn't about the fangs. Here he comes. The dedication. And I don't want to meet him head on. Like, that is a great... Well, no, we've got enough of a level advantage. Maybe we do want to meet him head on. But we'll see. Oh, he pathed that really well now. Oh, man, we're going to get pincered. Oh, no. Oh, no. He's got range on them now, too. We were friends. Oh man, this is great. This is what I was talking about. Like, I don't see this game really scratching the competitive itch, but when you just are in the mood to go in and have some fun memeing, this is great. This is fantastic. So I think... So the interesting thing is if the melting points win, then it's a huge comeback for poor double. But I think the arc lights take it. Just barely. And he gets just a few points. He gets like 300 more points. Which is kind of weird because it means we're going to keep getting punished by the AI. And someone might at the last minute come back. Alright, we got to figure out what we're going to do about this. Slaughter over here on our left flank. It might be time. He doesn't have... No, he's got Mustangs too. Oh my god. I think it might still be time for Mothership. That doesn't even do that much. The melting points are just going to clean it up. More experimental units. Yeah, so I think we do this. And then we grab Wasp. And then we get Wasp. And then we get Shield on the Wasps. And then we hope for the best. Hopefully his Mustangs don't get pathed in with the beacon. One more pack of Wasps over here, and that's about it. I'm trying to think, what else can we do here? We could just let these experimental wraiths just clean house. Right now we're getting pinched anyways. We could beacon our entire army back. I don't know if that's worth it. Let's try. Let's try it. I think this will still work. I think if they're anywhere in that path, they'll get caught. No, maybe only in the starting point they'll get caught. Yeah, only in the starting point. So that only just caught a few. We'll see. Oh, he didn't beacon this time. Well, that'll do it. That actually means these go to waste. Although this guy's still summoning more wasps, so that's pretty good. And he's going to come in and now flank. Oh, he beaconed his... Oh, that's kind of cute. He beaconed his war factory all the way over. Oh, this is McDoge. Yeah, I was getting my colors wrong. Because maybe because his units looked orange. Yeah, for some reason I thought that was poor double all along. Oh my god, we got wrecked. Absolutely wrecked. Well, the good news is, on the last round, we are not going to be in first. I'd be very surprised if we're in first. Yeah, you really don't want to take the lead. You almost want to play this a little bit like, I don't know, MTG Commander. Like Magic the Gathering, when you're playing a Commander deck, like 4 players, you kind of want to be the sleeper. If you come in with like a 10-10 unblockable that's just going to start wrecking face, everyone just gangs up on you. But if you just kind of hang back, you've got a commander who doesn't look strong at face value, and then 10 turns in, you're like, oh yeah, this thing can one-shot any player now. Then you've got something. And that's, I think, is kind of how we want to approach this too. Like, if you take the lead right away, you're just going to get ganged up on. And I'd be very surprised. Well, it depends. If Poor Double... Okay, yeah, Poor Double's the one with the arc lights. No. Halfman... Okay, it's the color of their health bar. That makes more sense. There we go. So Halfman took the lead. We might be able to pull something off here for our last couple rounds. This is brutal. Did they make that smaller? It almost looks like it's a bit smaller. Nevertheless, it depends on where he beacons this, but I think we're gonna get like 2 or 3 melting points with that. But he's also gonna hit our overlords with that. There's no way he doesn't. All right, next. I think now we just want to get as much mothership out as possible. We don't have a lot left in this game, so we're gonna do one more mothership. And then we'll still be able to get range and speed. We're just looking to get so many wasps that we overwhelm them. But with the arc lights on the right side, that's a bit of a problem. Let's actually focus these over here and hope that the AI cleans up a lot of arc lights. And then we want range and speed. Skipping a couple of Overlord upgrades this round. That's unfortunate, but I think it's better to get the numbers out. There we go. He's back to... Oh, no, he's just beaconing the one. Okay. I got to remember that it's the point of origin for the beacon, so it's not going to capture all these other units. Yeah, it's... Oh, my God. All 3 war factories now are coming our way. Well, I'm glad we put a couple extra buffers over here. All right, we get the... Oh, it's so hard to aim that against... It looked like it would have hit the Phoenixes, but it didn't. It's smaller. They definitely made it smaller. That beam is way smaller than it used to be. Yeah, melting points with range are just doing too much. And they slowed... I forgot they slowed the Overlord spawn rate, too. It's down to every 28 seconds. Wait, did they add a maximum? 3 times. Oh, no. They added a maximum number of spawns? No. That is a terrible design choice. I don't know. Like that. Did they add that to Fortress as well? Let's see. 3 times. Okay, they added it universally. Did they add it to... he doesn't have the upgrade. Who has the upgrade available? He doesn't have the upgrade available. I think there's melting points up here too. If it's up to maximum of 3 times for every giant unit, then it just makes the... Then it just makes that upgrade useless for all 3. But if they only added it for like 2 out of 3, then... then yeah, that would be a problem. That's an interesting way to approach that design problem. Like, especially when they've got other infinite units. Oh, this is 5 times. Oh my God, they did it to everything. So that makes War Factory way weaker. Yeah, so he actually just takes the entire game. Very nice. Yeah, so coming in strong at the start is not good in FFA. We'll have to keep that in mind. We want to find a unit that just kind of gives us a strong late game. But yeah, I'm really thinking about that. Adding a maximum to each of the unit spawn abilities. I gotta say, that's the second time I've seen a design choice on their part that just kind of doesn't seem... It doesn't have a good feel to it. The unit cards were the first one, and this is definitely the second one where it's like, ooh, I don't know if I agree with the direction they're taking the game. But, oh well, that's okay. All right, what do we got? We could go Giant Specialist again. I'd kind of like to mix it up, though. I've done Giants a lot for free-for-all, so let's try something different. I think Quick Supply and free-for-all is terrible. So we won't go that. No. I think Giant Specialist is still the way to go. I don't like any of the other options for free-for-all. We'll at least not do Overlord again. Just for the variety. Poor Double's back. Everyone else is different. All right. So actually our Stormcallers are pretty great as long as we clean up the crawlers pretty quickly. And come to think of it, if I remember, if they added a maximum on the Phoenix Reincarnate as well, it's now only up to 2 times. So it's maybe they're capping a lot of those abilities that get stronger the longer the game goes on. But if they only occur once, then they're weak. So it's kind of like the whole design is that you want to have a longer round where you can really capitalize on the efficiency of those as they trigger multiple times. And by capping that, then they don't have an upside anymore. They're weak if they only go off once, and they're not strong if they go off infinite number of times because they no longer can. Oh well. I am not a game designer. Well, not for this game. All right. Thinking. We need arc lights. We don't have anything really to clean up those fangs, and if we don't clean up those fangs, then we cannot deal with everything else with our Stormcallers. Let's put these a little further back. And I think we're pretty good then. We'll just have to remember that we need more chaff up front to protect these arc lights, since we'll probably inevitably see some marksmen come out next. I do think the AI kind of adjusts to your composition, at least based on what I saw when I was playing challenge mode, which this does seem to be based off of. So we're getting a pretty good cleanup there. Stormcallers are going to do very well against what's left here. Cool. Now the downside is we have a very slow composition, so getting any of these supply ships isn't looking great. So I want a very early Overlord. Oh, yeah. Even did a rapid resupply to get that out. Interesting. Ooh, we are... Nope. Come on, get that last one. Just get one. We got it. Good stuff. But yeah, like, there's no way we beat the Phoenix and Overlord combo there for the start, which is fine. Our game plan here is to not take points in the early game. We want to take supply, but not points. Ooh, we almost stole that. Okay. So he's going to take points, which is great for us. Now he gets to be bullied by the AI. What are we up against? Nothing really that can snipe our arc lights. Scorpion. Scorpion is just always a great unit. It's a little bit of an overlap with the Stormcallers, but I'm okay with that. Let's get over to Scorpion. What can I say? I'm addicted to symmetry. And actually, just to make sure we don't lose too much to these Stormcallers, we kind of want to just do one of these. It's going to get chewed up by the Arclight and the Wraith, but we're going to still be able to get a lot of value out of this. Just to distract the Stormcallers a bit. All right, that looks good. Yeah, those crawlers are huge value. Fantastic. Oh, but I didn't make anything to kill the Wraith. Well, all right. So we're gonna unfortunately die here to that one Wraith. We're gonna clean up everything else though, so we'll get still decent supply, not great. And looks like poor Double's taking it again. He did not learn. Oh no, actually, never mind. We got 2 marksmen here. I was going to say though, if he gets too far ahead, he's going to get the experimental units stomping on him. But oh, he's getting one either way. That may just kick in. That may just kick in at a certain point. Okay, this extended range arc light actually means we can transition. I was kind of open-ended on what we want to do. But extended range arc light is just absolute madness. We can go into carry arc light and have a very strong late game, and it's going to fit exactly what we were looking for. It's going to be a sleeper for quite a while. We don't have any anti-air, or we don't have any air coming at us this round from our lanes, so we don't necessarily need to have anti-air just yet. We're not worried about taking the round. We're just worried about getting points. So let's get extended range. These are going to be shooting from way downtown, 153 meters. So they're going to be outranging. They're going to be outranging marksmen, melting point, freaking everything for a while. All right, and get another upgrade there. I think that's that. And we continue to look unassuming and like we have no chance of taking this game. Now these melting points have multi-hack, but our arc lights are going to clean that up pretty quickly still. So the big thing we care about here is hopefully getting a push far enough up here that we can take these supply ships. And it looks like that is going to happen. Fantastic. And our boy Poor Double is struggling here because that they call it death knell. It's just a melting point on crack. Absolutely nuts to go up against. Oh yeah, our crawlers died up there. That's a bummer. The AI doing too good a work. We're not getting, because those are summoned units, we're not getting any points for them. Okay, that makes sense. We're not getting any value for them. Sharath has a great idea. 512 supply from this round. Good lord. That's huge. So the one thing we care about is marksmen do have ways that they can counter carry arc lights. So we just want to keep an eye out for what those marksman upgrades start to look like. Man, none of this looks all that tempting. This might be a skip. Yeah, let's do a skip. So then the other decision is, do we want a low arc light count or a high arc light count? Low arc light count means they're going to be leveling up every round, which is pretty great. That's really good when we get to adding in elite marksmen. Probably just a couple more arc lights and then we stay at 6. It's also going to make it a little bit less obvious that we have carry arc light going on. And we will need a bit of chaff, so maybe next round we just start getting fangs to chaff up. So we need charge shot this round so that they're going to start one-tapping, like they'll one-tap all these sledgehammers. That level 7 Sabertooth's going to take a while, but that's not too big of a deal. We're going to do the beacon shenanigans again. There's no storm crawlers, but it's still going to make these Sabertooths kind of run around a bit. And doesn't hurt to keep upgrading these storm crawlers for now. Still no shoot up. Our arc lights are eventually going to be our shoot up. So if anyone's watching wondering, man, he still has nothing to deal with there, it's just because we don't really want to have that redundancy in the late game. Extended range arc lights just kind of makes these such a good choice still. They're not as strong as they used to be. Once upon a time, carry arc lights were, I would even say they were kind of meta. But extended range arc lights still makes them pretty good, even though they're not one-tapping giant units like they used to. Oh, come on, let's get into range. I'd love to get both supply ships this round. We're not splashing that? Interesting. We weren't splashing down to the crawlers from that supply ship. I'm really surprised. Either way, we got both supply ships, so that's great. We're going to get the center one, too. Fan-freaking-tastic. So Scorpions are a bit of a concern. We're going to have decent range against them once we get some more levels and we get elite marksmen, though. And we've got Scorpions of our own. So we can probably switch those into the, what is it called? The artillery mode, I want to say. And that'll do well, too. Yeah, level 6 Sabertooth. It's going to soak a very long time when we do this. Just need field maintenance and just let it do what it does. The steel balls are going to be a bit of an annoyance. So let's add some chaff as well. Right there. And then that'll buy our arc lights time to kill the steel balls. No, we want these a little further back. We'll do one more over here. We really want to just split these steel balls off. And then that way these fire badgers will die to the arc lights before they have a chance to do too much damage to the fangs. Alright, now I think we're ready to go ahead and get anti-air. No one's really taken too many points, though. We really don't want to pull ahead yet. No, we can hold off for one more round. So instead, let's go ahead and get elite marksman. Big damage. Oh, that's beautiful. Still one of my favorite builds, the carry arc lights. They're just so satisfying. Such a small unit with so much punch. This side's not punching nearly as hard because we don't have enough levels on those arc lights yet. So elite marksman is not pumping the damage nearly as hard as it will soon, but it'll get there. And we're even stealing some juicy supply from the left side. Excellent. And look at that. That's Sabertooth. That is just, as long as they don't have electromagnetic shot, a ranked up Sabertooth with field maintenance is just a beast. And it's not until the marksman came in and started really doing some damage, but otherwise that thing would have never gone down. All right, another great round for us. We took the most supply, and that's the part we're caring about. I am way overthinking this free-for-all. It's hard to turn it off. The competitive side kicks in no matter the mode. I noticed that when I was playing Dark and Darker too. It's like playing a complete meme build, and then I'm like, how do I make this meme build so incredibly viable that I'm like playing at a competitive level with it? It's like, wait, no, this is a freaking meme build. All right, so I think this will double the repair output on this Sabertooth. So we're going to do that. It's now generating 9% of its max hit points per second. And if it gets hit by electromagnetic shot, it still gains 4.5%. It's freaking great. And I think we're ready to start taking points now. Throw in a couple more arc lights. And we're ready for the anti-aircraft ammunition. Need that first upgrade on the Scorpion. The rank 1 to rank 2 upgrade is by far the most impactful one because it literally doubles the stats on every unit. After that, it's a little more flexible. And then we want the attack upgrade. Gives us a little more one-shot potential with the arc lights. Let's put these a little further back since they're going to need time to rank up. Ooh, the asymmetry is ruined. All right, or the symmetry is ruined. The asymmetry is not ruined. The asymmetry is as imperfect as we can get. All right, I think we're good. I don't see anything else I care about upgrading. We're good. Oh, look at him just plinking away from downtown. Gorgeous. So next we've got fangs. We don't yet have shields on the fangs. That's going to be probably the rest of the play here, is we're just going to get more and more fangs. Shield up those fangs. Oh, the hackers. They're doing their best. They're doing their best, but it just has too much hit points. And we're going to clean that up long before they can hack that saber too. So we have a decent chance of taking this round. We haven't lost any of our arc lights. We're going to lose this rank 1 arc light soon. But that is okay. Oh, we might not. Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh, he got one shot off. Okay. Would have rathered him have a chance to level up, but that's okay. As we add more fangs, he's going to get levels. So we're going to gain a lot of points this round, and that is, maybe even this was still too soon. We'll see. Ooh, no, that Overlord's tanking pretty well. We don't have a way to shut down the field main that's on it either. It's kind of late to go into a marksman with electromagnetic shot, but that might be what we have to do. Sabertooth. This isn't mine, but this is just how crazy they are. It's insane how tanky they are. Yeah, I'm actually surprised that Overlord was able to tank all that. All right, what do we got? Well, the hacker is always tempting. Let's do that. We're going to need to continue strengthening this left side since I think Poor Double's the guy to beat. And let's keep getting levels so that we can start eventually taking out that Overlord. As these continue to approach level 9, they're going to be better and better against that Overlord. Now the real question is, do we want electromagnetic shot specifically for that Overlord? Probably not. That's a lot of investment just for one unit the opponent has. Especially because we can at any time beacon and just focus fire that down. Especially now that we've switched to the point where it's just sledgehammers every round. We have some hack targets there too. Let's start beaconing him. Okay, so actually no, more arc lights are going to be good because we're going to get a lot of levels off of the phoenixes. I believe we get experience each time we kill a phoenix, even though it comes back again. Not 100% certain though. Alright, so let's make sure we spend. Let's get our upgrades. Let's get out that beacon. Quick, 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 quick. And I think that's it. We still got to make sure to get some fangs with shield. But I think this is the better play right now. I've said it before, but that's definitely the last of the arc lights. Yeah, because this right side is an easy cleanup. I don't really see much going on there that's going to give us pause. It's hitting reasonably hard. It's only a rank 3 arc light though. We'll see. But I'm more concerned about this side. And there we go. Yeah, we're going to take out that Overlord. And then after that, it's just nom 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 on those phoenixes for experience. Excellent. Rank 2 Vulcan. Yeah, so we're gonna barely lose this side. But the left side's been great to us. He just keeps on keeping on. What just hit him for half his health, though? There's something there with an equip that has increased damage. We might want range on the storm colors to deal with those scorpions. Or we need to upgrade our own scorpions. At least the points are fairly balanced out here right now. The big thing is we're able to clean up a lot of experience from the left side. We're just going to farm him for experience. Another one where I don't really care much for our options. Acid Blast just to shut down... that's tap bots? I think that's tap bots, but we can't see. Shut down Tato bots for a couple turns. So first and foremost, we need to make sure we're upgrading every Arclight that can possibly upgrade every round. And then, yeah, we probably want to go ahead and get Siege mode on our own Scorpions. Range on our Stormcallers. And then get that Fang Soak I was talking about before going. What was it targeting down there? That was weird. It was showing a line down to the bottom left, but there's nothing deployed there. Alright, that should be good. Threat on that. Oh, I forgot to beacon. Forgot to beacon. Not good. Alright, he's going to move into the acid and lose that left side. We're going to move through the acid, so that actually doesn't hurt us too bad. And actually, the fact that we forgot to beacon kind of is a boon for us here. Otherwise, we would have stood in that acid for forever. Oh, he's just barely staying out of the acid. Not good. Not good. There we go. The Arclight damage really starting to kick in on the right side as well. Especially because if they're in that acid, they take double damage. So that's pretty great. Yeah, look at that Stormcaller damage. Beautiful. And we're doing well on the left side. So if we can do... Yep, we cleaned up the right side. This might be our round. We might be starting to pop off a little bit here. The range on those Phoenixes, though. Good lord. Almost there. He doesn't have electromagnetic shot on the elite marksman, so that's good for us, but I think he's still getting to the point now that he can outrange us. There's like nothing, there's nothing tempting there. The Wraith is high level, we can put Degeneration Beam on it. It's going to last for quite a while. It's about as good as that gets. Alright, just keep getting the upgrades. And we actually don't want to beacon into that acid. In fact, let's do this. Let's do one of those. And then more fangs. I would say that we might be getting to the point of Fortress with Fang summoning, but after that change they made, I don't see any viability to it. We're going to get a whopping 3 packs of Fangs out of it. Oh, you can buy Rhino Assault in this mode. That's how we've been seeing Rhino Assault coming in the center sometimes when it didn't come up on the cards. Well, that's kind of cute. Okay. What else? I think we're getting to the point now where extended range is a must. One more pack of Fangs. Just to soak a little more on the right side from the Scorpions. And we'll get the armor upgrade. Yeah, that's good pathing. I like that. It's going to keep all of our Arclights unharmed from the acid. Just a little bit of damage there on that one on the edge. Oh, what's he doing back here? And then he's pathing back, but he doesn't have Overlords, or he doesn't have Motherships, so it's not really... It's just kind of delaying the inevitable for those Overlords. Interesting. I don't know what that's really doing. because they're going to run into the arc light range. I guess it depends on if he can clean up all these fangs in time before my arc lights are able to take shots at his scorpions. Not really concerned about the left side at this point. We're feeling pretty good there. The right side, though, oh god, they hit so hard. They're just rank 4 scorpions, but they're hitting so hard. Oh, brutal. Brutal. So maybe he just wanted to keep those overlords alive long enough, hoping, like it did, that they would arrive after the arc lights had all died. It worked out. Well, trying to be a sleeper has resulted in us just sleeping the entire game. We'll hopefully still pull something out, though. We'll see. Final round, we're going to have to do something big. I don't see it happening. We slept too hard, guys. So, situation like this, typically like my strongest arc light to get the amplifying core. So we're going to put that on the rank 8. What can we do to get this right side cleaning up a little better? He doesn't have much anti-air. A couple of leveled wraiths are pretty good here, actually. And then let's get field maintenance on our wraiths. And then absolutely need range and speed. Our beacon now is going to be one of these. We want to really spread out our positioning. I want this wraith to not be in that beacon though. I want these arc lights to go over and snipe these 2 overlords, but I don't want the wraith to path to those overlords just yet. Alright, this is the last round, so we're going to make sure to spend our money. Spend our money. Okay. We need 2,020 points here. I don't think it's happening. Oh, look at that. Look at that. What a smarty. Alright, so we're not going to clean him up like we were hoping to. Left side's looking real good, though. Even with him having that shield, we're still going to one-shot all those fangs. And this is still a rank 8 wraith. It's going to take a while. Reasonably long time with that regen. It's going to help a bit. And then he's still got to punch through the fangs. So the left side looks great. The right side looks great because he's completely running his army away from us with dual beacon. Which means then he's losing a lot of his scorpions to the marksmen. Do we pull this? No, we don't pull this up. Oh, I see. So the phoenixes reassembled out of range of my army. So we didn't lose our army. Okay. It looked like there for a second like we lost our entire army to those phoenixes. Do we get this? We might have enough points on the field to take this. Especially with all these fangs soaking up those marksmen. Nope. Nope. It's not enough points yet. It's not going to be enough. It's going to be close, but not quite. Oh, so close. So close. We came in second instead of first. Pretty good, though. Okay, okay. Sleeper's still a thing. We just need to set our alarm a little earlier. All right, let's get in one more here. Nothing wrong with sleeping a little bit. Just can't sleep all day, right? If you guys are enjoying the content, be sure to give the video a like and subscribe. It really is helping to grow the channel here. It's a little weird growing a channel that's 10 years old, but it's almost like starting from scratch. But it's really cool seeing some of you guys kind of come back and comment and be like, hey, how you doing? How you been? Some people sending me messages directly and everything. So it's cool getting to catch up with all you guys too. Actually, I'm really curious, what's everyone been up to? Any of the kind of OGs, what have you guys been up to over the last freaking decade of our lives? It's funny, I've got some of you guys on Facebook, and like I see like, oh wow, he has like 3 kids now. And he used to be a competitive StarCraft player. I literally met him at an MLG, and he was just going to game for the rest of his life, but now he's got 3 kids and doesn't have any time to game. It's funny how much can change in 10 years, right? And for anyone new, welcome to the channel. Hoping to grow it into something fun for all of us. All right. Supply Specialist in this game mode seems pretty good. I'm constantly strapped for supply. And we start with Mustangs. Carry Mustang is absolutely a thing. Let's go with the Supply Specialist. And that's another unit that could work like a bit of a sleeper for us, because Mustangs at level 2 and 3, rank 2 and 3, not much to write home about. And then they suddenly start to pop off at like rank 5. I don't know why. It's like they hit a threshold where they're able to punch through the armor on certain units. So I guess I do know why. It's always funny when you like start a sentence with, I don't know, but here's the explanation. Oh, okay. So I'm trying to think, we really, like, it's great if we clean up and get a lot of supply at the start, but we want good positioning for late game too. So we kind of want to think what's going to be good late game to allow these Mustangs to really go hard later on. And versus what we see on the field, one more pack of Mustangs. There's really nothing else we need. I don't know that we want a ton of Mustangs on the left side. Right side's a little better, a little more favorable. Mustangs versus Stormcallers, that's one of the few matchups where I'm like, ooh, bit of a hard counter. All right, that's looking good. But yeah, in terms of timing of content, while we're in the United States, I'm going to be posting a lot less. Once we get back to Vietnam, though, I'm going to have a lot more time again to post. And that timing will be perfect because both of those games that I was mentioning, which I'm not going to mention yet, but I'm imagining people who follow the RTS scene can guess. Both of those games are going to become available right about the time we get back to Vietnam. So that'll be amazing timing. All right, so we're looking pretty good. Left side's going to unfortunately get cleaned up by just these last few Mustangs by the AI. We're still going to be able to swing over and get the rest of that supply. That's really what we're worried about. Would be nice to get one supply ship, but not quite going to pull it off. Ugh. Oh, that debuff lasted too long. So we're a bit low on supply this round. And on that note, we probably want to get our range upgrade on our Mustangs earlier rather than later. That's really similar to carry arc lights. That's what allows them to start gaining levels. Before that, they function as chaff, and your chaff units generally just don't rank up as fast because they're dying. We might even get one less drop this round. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to drop 1 pack of Mustangs instead of 2. We're going to make sure the math's here. Does the math? I like Melting Point here. Melting Point, especially this early, is going to give us some carry potential in the late game. And it does fill a gap for the Mustang. Crawler assembly is capped at 3. That's still a big feels bad. But still, I think late game Melting Point is a good play. Let's get that. That's still going to allow us to drop 1 pack of Mustangs and get the range upgrade. We got Stormcallers. His Stormcallers are central. Okay, we're not worried about those Stormcallers too much over there. Now, the Melting Point, he's kind of a soak this round. We want him a little further up just to make sure that he can target down those rhinos a little quicker. And the Mustang should be able to clean up the crawlers quickly enough for the Melting Point to switch targets. We kind of need to actually do this. We want a little bit on the left side to deal with those Stormcallers, but we still want more support on the right. I think that's going to be a decent play here. Just to buy this command center a little more time. Yeah, oh man. Yeah, no, it's still gonna, he's still gonna pop the command center because of those Typhoons. Oofers, oofers. This is a bad round for us. That's kind of just RNG doing RNG things, unfortunately. And that's okay. Decent cleanup on the left side, but we're still losing a ton of supply here. They're going to wander over to the right side and go to someone else. We are going to get this, as long as those fangs don't snipe it. So we're going to make a little bit of that supply back. Oh, the fangs! 3 fangs stole the supply. Oh, this round is just all kinds of big sad for us. Oh my god. So we need something to tank for these Mustangs. Even with range, they're kind of in that same situation where they're still functioning as chaff until we get a little more out that can buy them time to rank up. That said, we also need to just keep at the four packs of Mustangs. We probably won't even make any more for the rest of the game. Man, that is disappointing. Supply ship. We had already had a rough round from losing the right side, and then that supply ship getting sniped by 3 freaking fangs. Alright. What do we like here? Deployment Specialist is pretty great if we want to mass out chaff. Elite Hacker is absolutely fantastic, though. Alright, we need to make sure we hit that upgrade. We don't have the hacker unlock yet. We're just going to get the 1 hacker because we can only afford the 1 hacker. But this is going to, Elite Hacker is going to pay off late game in huge ways. And a little bit more chaff. I think our crawlers are a little bit too forward, honestly. That is probably the biggest challenge we have here. So yeah, our crawlers, like last round, our crawlers just ran into the Typhoons and died. You hate to see it. Once we get range on these elite hackers, though, they're going to be getting a lot of work done throughout the rest of the game. In fact, they basically provide the chaff for the Mustangs by way of just hacking chaff on the opponent's field. So I don't really think we need to buy that much in terms of chaff unless we're just rounding out our spend for the round. Those fangs are in pretty good position. I like that. I'm gonna come through right as those front Mustangs start taking hits. Oh, the AI's Mustangs has range too, so that's big sad. Right side's looking real good though. We definitely need range on that hacker. Yeah, I think range on the hacker's the next upgrade. Range and 1 more hacker. So far, the Mustangs are not doing what we need them to do. They're not punching enough. Could get damage upgrade on them. That would help a lot. Right now, we're just giving supply to the other players, and once you fall behind, that is unfortunately tough to come back from. Because we're just constantly getting less supply than everyone else to work with. Can fall a little bit behind, but being bottom of supply 2 rounds in a row, that's rough. So what do we do to fix that? I think we need to just build against whatever we see here. Ooh, top supply specialist. Too tempting to pass up. Build against whatever. Man, we've been hard countered every single AI round. It's like almost tempting not even to upgrade these Mustangs. Scorpions are so good against Mustangs. No, gotta commit. Gotta stay the course. Even though it's just the 1 hacker, we're gonna get range for now. And then we need a bit more chaff. No way around it. I'm letting you guys down. This is a bad This is a bad game to finish things off with. I'm not feeling this game at all. If the Mustangs can, like, the Mustangs are leveling, but they're maybe one rank behind what I'd like them to be right now to start dealing with this AI. And if we're not killing the AI consistently, we're just gradually falling behind on supply versus everyone else. That unfortunately seems to be the outcome. All right, we got really good spread on the crawlers there, so that's good. It's going to reduce the impact of that Scorpion by quite a bit. It's going to be wasting a lot of shots on one or two crawlers here and there like it just did there. Oh, get that hack. Get that hack. There we go. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. One more hacker on the left side, and we're starting to turn things around. Looking a little better. If we can get the supply ship, that's huge. Yeah, baby. We're definitely getting the left side too. All right, all right. Look at that. Hackers. So good. Still lose, but we lost by less. We cleaned up our AI finally. Reminds me, I gotta check. Probably our melting point's ready to level here. Given that we have Mustangs, we kind of want the melting point to tank a little bit for us, so not really getting range on it, but... Oh, Lord. Oh, there. These unit cards, they just throw me for a loop. Start formulating a plan, and then the unit cards come in and say, no, F your plan. I guess we just keep building to beat the AI that we see for now. Which the Scorpions do pretty well. Alright, Scorpions it is. It's a bit of counter synergy though, the Scorpions relative to the hackers. Another hacker. Let's do one of these. And we're ready to get Hacker Shield, which is where good things start happening. Still like getting that nice scatter on the crawlers, making them a little more beefy against splash damage. Oh, man, rank 3 hackers. So good. That's like a perfect card. It's right about the point that they can start easily hacking most units. I think right now the play looks like we go hard into hackers. We're going to be a bit vulnerable to air, but keep in mind we can still hack other players anti-air, and we still have the aerial specialization upgrade available on our Mustangs. In fact, since he's going mothership, yeah, we're going to get aerial specialization as our next upgrade. That way we don't have to, like, this right side is great because we hacked a Typhoon. This left side, though, without aerial specialization, you're noticing we're real slow to punch through that Overlord armor. Melting point finally leveled, that's great. Ooh, we're not quite going to kill that Overlord either. Doesn't make a huge difference for us because we weren't going to win this round anyways, but still, bit of a sad, bit of a big sad. So yeah, I think aerial specialization next on the Mustangs. We're not going to add any more Mustangs, but we're just going to help them punch through that regen a little bit. It's going to be the play. And I think more hackers other than that. You really can't go wrong with rank 3 hackers. We don't even need any more upgrades on them. Yeah, we could get diffraction or whatever it's called, the one that splits it into multiple. Oh no, that's not Assault Scorpion. That's Scorpion Assault. That's a new one. Don't really care about that. Enhancement module is pretty great. Enhancement module on the melting point. That's pretty great. Let's do that. And since he's going to be our tanky boy, we're going to get energy absorption on him. Make sure we upgrade our Mustangs each chance we get. Make sure we get aerial specialization. Make sure we get another hacker. And upgrade that hacker. Ooh, we missed an upgrade on a hacker though. Do we sell? Yeah, we do. So if we recycle here, we can now upgrade that hacker. Cool. Alright, it feels pretty good. So I'm going to pull these back. That will be good enough. Probably going to be all we do with the melting point. The energy absorption is going to make it real tanky along with the enhancement module. And we really just want it to be up front soaking damage. As long as it doesn't get hit with an electromagnetic charge, it's going to soak for a very long time. Ooh, getting a bit laggy. That's okay. So we may want to get armor-piercing bullets on the Mustangs next. It depends. It really depends. The hackers feel like the more consistent play, but it really depends on if we still have trouble punching through that Overlord. If we do, then we're going to need the armor-piercing bullets. And we're getting a supply ship. Good stuff. Ugh, so many marksmen. Oh, at least we got a steal on that Vulcan. There we go. That's what I like to see. That's a little better. Might get one more Overlord. We're not going to clean that up yet, but we're doing a little better. I think armor-piercing bullets is probably the play. The best counter would be electromagnetic shot, and these things just immediately fall over, but we don't really have that option. Oh, more unit cards, my favorite. I'll take the rhinos, because at least that's not a supply tax. Absolutely need to keep upgrading these Mustangs. Definitely armor-piercing bullets. Definitely make sure we keep upgrading our hackers. And then more hackers! If nothing else, it's giving shields, additional shielding for the Mustangs. The range is lining up really well between the two. That looks good. These last few rounds are interesting because you end up getting way less supply from the AI now. So if you didn't have a good round 1 through 3, I think that's an interesting thing we can take away from this, is you do have to focus on, like this game I was trying to kind of focus like what should our late game look like, as opposed to how do we make sure we're cleaning up the AI every round. But if you don't capitalize on the income, the extra income from your lane worth of AI in rounds 1 through 3, then your late game just kind of falls with a resounding thud, because you don't have enough resources to really, like, I'd love to have these Mustangs. Yeah, I mean, maybe not more upgrade. I'd love to have one more upgrade on either the shield, the hackers, or the Mustangs. So I guess it would be the hackers. But we just kind of fell too short on supply. So that's interesting. Maybe you don't focus too much on what the late game's going to look like, which is kind of consistent with single player. You know, keeping your options open and letting the cards kind of dictate where things go. Unfortunately. Still, free-for-all is a much better experience than single player, than 1v1. Yeah, it's still just not punchy enough. Now that he's got that Overlord range, he's going to clean this up real hard. That is unfortunate. I don't think we're going to take a single round this game. We tried carry Mustangs, and it just didn't work. And that's maybe kind of a free-for-all versus 1v1 thing, too. Marksmen are doing good work, though. Partially because they are out of wasps. Looks like he's barely taking it still. Range specialist, I think everyone has to take that. Alright, what puts us back in this game? We can't give up. No giving up. Doesn't feel like it's more hackers. There's just not, like, we're going to be hacking. There's a lot of chaff. Multi-control could be good. We'll see what happens. We definitely don't make more hackers, though. Range on the melting point's pretty good. It's only rank 2, but we need something that can carry us through large units. We'll see how that does for us. The carry overlords, I think, are going to work out pretty well for him. If I had a favorite for us, it would be orange for this. That's not orange. That's just the color of his units. Oh, no, it is still orange. His bar's orange too. Multi-hack's working out. We're at least going to get a lot of chaff up front. We're getting to these supply ships faster. We're going to start cleaning up a lot of these crawlers now. Still that counter synergy with the scorpions, though. We're killing the chaff before we have a chance to finish hacking it. And on this side, it actually really slowed down our hacking on these giant units. That's unfortunate. Yeah, it was a fun experiment, though. It would have probably been better to get improved hacking. Marksmen are really popping off. It's interesting. I would not have expected in this format for marksmen to be as strong as they are, but we've consistently seen marksmen, and even if they don't take the game always, they're performing really consistently. Desperation War Factory? The fact that they're capped on units now does not make them tempting. Now let's just take the Typhoons. They'll still help. Continue upgrading the hackers. Let's see what happens with enhanced control. And what else? I think we actually start selling the Scorpions. They're counter synergy to the hackers right now. Another pack of Mustangs on the right side. Hopefully that enhanced control is going to allow these hackers to start stealing a couple of these giant units over here, which will give us all the soak we need. So we just need more cleanup on the left side for the wasps. We'll see if that pans out. Went hard into Wraiths. Interesting. All right, enhanced control really paid off there. Those sledges are all full health, which is great. It's going to soak for quite a while. Those shields are lasting a long time. Unfortunately, that actually might be because of the split hacking. Ooh, enhanced control gave us a nice full health. Another full health giant unit. Another full health giant unit. Fantastic. And there we go. We're done. Doing pretty well on the left side too. So at least we're slightly improving. We're slightly improving our performance, but I don't think it's going to be enough to take a round. Got to temper our expectations. I was hoping to at least take one round, but I don't think it's going to happen. We just fell behind too much in the rounds 1 through 3. And that's the biggest takeaway. No matter what you see, you got to build against it to make sure you're getting as much supply as possible from those early rounds against the AI, because otherwise you just don't establish momentum with whatever you have planned for the mid to late game. Decent takeaway from this L. We also didn't see really any upgrades that were tempting, or any equips that were tempting for our Mustangs. If we had found like a plus 200% damage upgrade for one of these packs of Mustangs, that would have been huge. A couple more packs of hackers. Let's do this. Another pack of hackers over here. I'd love to see if we can just clean sweep the right side and just come out with a whole bunch of giant units and marksmen. I don't think that's going to happen, but it's going to be fun to try. And I don't see much of any value from this Scorpion, so we're going to do that to allow us to get our range and move speed. And then get our free upgrade on the melting point. And just so we're not wasting resources, we're going to do one of those. We don't need these crawlers over here. We're going to make them pull downtown. Way over here just to chaff up a little harder on the right side. Oh, come on. Come on. Why you got to nuke my fun? I mean, we'll have shields for the nuke, so that's great, but it's going to probably kill all of our shields. I think we'll keep all of our units alive from that nuke. It's just going to kill all of our shields. He just doesn't want us to have fun. Oh, that melting point. Actually, if that melting point eats the nuke, that's fine. It's just going to get itself back. Okay, a few of the shields survived. A couple of them were out of the range. That wasn't as bad as I expected, but now, yeah, the shields just aren't going to last long enough, and he's going to be able to punch through before we get a chance to hack the giant units. So, yeah, even when we try to have fun, they got to go and spoil it. Might get that fortress up there. Yeah, we will. Okay, okay. It's not as good as we were hoping for, but we're getting something going here. We're going to chain a few giant hacks here. Still kind of cute. And the left side got absolutely mopped up. No surprise there, given how hard we focused on the right. And then still got nuked for it. Can't win them all. So it's looking like Flens is going to probably take this. We'll see if Orange gets enough points out of this. Orange might still win this, but again, he's out of wasps because of the nerf to Mothership. If he was still generating more wasps, yeah, because he ran out of wasps, he just can't do anything. That balance change to me is so heavy-handed. So yeah, unfortunately we ended up with a big ol' L for our last game, but that's okay. Let me know what you guys think in the comments of the recent change to unit spawning, where it's now capped. Is that too heavy-handed? I personally think it is, but what do you guys think? All right, catch you guys later.